change.
Hello, guys, welcome back to my high school vlog series. And if you are new here, hi, I'm Kaavya, and originally I'm from India, but I've been studying here in the USA for over a year now. And honestly, it's been so different, but it's really interesting here. So I love studying in the USA. And when I first came here, I kept hearing these words like AP, honors, college credit, electives. And I was like, can somebody literally explain me what all this is? So if you're just as confused, don't worry. In this episode, I'm gonna break down everything in simple terms. But first, please go watch in my episode one and episode intro episode so that you know what we're talking about here and you can watch the whole series. So first, what is all this? Let's start with AP. AP stands for Advanced Placement. Basically, it's a college level class in high school. It's like fast paced, and teachers don't pamper you. You like learn what actual fast paced courses teach you. At the end of the year, you take an AP exam, and if you like even if you don't like score well, you'll still get a weightage in your GPA, which means that if your GPA is like 4.0, it will get to if you're having an AP class, the GPA will become like 4.33, and it'll really help you get into Ivy League colleges, and for scholarship it's really helpful. And it's same with the honors classes. It's just a little less hard, but you'll get the same weightage and the same GPA weightage, which is 0.33. So if you're like really interested in getting to know stuff, but don't try to push yourself to take APs which are not your type. If you're not good at English or math, don't push yourself to take APs of math and English because that'll end up you being more stressed out. Try choosing something that you feel like you enjoy the most. If you feel like you enjoy psychology, if you enjoy biology or something like that, you can try taking APs and honors of those classes so that you can you can be curious and you can learn more. At the same time, you can also earn AP weightage in your GPA. We'll talk about GPA later in the course, so don't worry about it. In this episode, I'm gonna cover a lot more stuff, so please stay tuned till the end. I'm gonna explain everything, how the grading works, how the GPA works, and there's gonna be a lot more. So stay tuned. So now let me talk more about my electives so that you would know, you'd have an idea of how exactly this whole thing works. So my electives are my college credit courses, which are business management and architecture. And when I tell you these classes are like next level, I mean it. So in business, we're not just like reading about marketing and like we're like actually creating like brand plans and like learning the rules, regulations, the financial methods, and like we're learning about entrepreneurs. We're learning about how to not get into the political side of it. There's like a lot to it. So we learn about real projects, of like what entrepreneurs do, and we do the research of it, and honestly, it's like running a mini startup. So let me share something about my business class that I'm taking right now. So one of those projects that I've done recently in my business class is researching on entrepreneurs, and we had to like research at least three entrepreneurs and find out how they like adapted to the coming like updates and coming technology and AI and all that. So we had to research how people did that. So I researched the CEO and founder of Netflix, which was Reed Hastings. I also did Oprah Winfrey, and I also did Sam Walton, the founder of Walmart. So these are all the people who like adapted, and we get to learn new stuff from this. The way the teacher asks us to do this, and then we like feel so curious about it that we like end up knowing all of it instead of just copy pasting whatever Google tells us. And it's really interesting to know all these things. We also had to research how any company, got into a fraud like case and then how it overcome it, and we had to search that. So I researched and I found out something about Facebook, and it was really interesting. And I got to know how Facebook, converted its name to Meta later. So it's a really interesting story, but yeah, so this is what I do in business. I learn new stuff, and then I get to like research and I learn new stuff from it. And in architecture, oh my god, it is so detailed. We use like Tinkercad, we use design softwares, and we actually work on like models. We don't just like sketch for fun and all that. We like actually have like tools, and like we have to like precisely make the angles of it. So like there's like a lot of tools you need to use in order to make a perfect drawing or perfect blueprint. So there's like all of that. And then my elective that I've taken this year is studio art. And studio art is honestly my happy place. It's the second period in the day, so like it's like in the morning. It does not give college credit, but it makes me feel at the peace of mind. So we get to like experiment different mediums like charcoal, watercolor, acrylics, digital, and everyone's style is so unique. It's one of those classes where you can like just zone out and be creative, which I love. So I like to share something from studio art. The people who love art will love to listen to this, so please, like pay attention when I say this. That my first project was grid portrait, where we had to sketch our own portrait from like a top view angle. So the perspective would be like, so my teacher took my picture from like standing on the table, and she looked down and she took my picture, and then I had to like create exact same thing on a huge portrait canvas. So it's kind of like drawing different eagle perspectives, so it gives you an idea how to draw different kind of angles and perspectives. So it's like kind of creative. And then now we're working on painting different types of colors from the color wheel, so it's like really interesting. And then in architecture, I also like, we have like wooden boards on which we have to place our papers exactly on 0 degree angle. And we have like these T squares which we have to keep in order to like make straight horizontal lines. And we have also like the 90-degree triangles. And there's like a, we also have brushes to like brush off the trash from the eraser. So we don't even have to, we're not allowed to like touch the paper. We have to use a brush to like brush off all the um eraser drops and all that. So it's like super interesting. I'll also share some pics if I can, so it'll be right here if you can like just see the pictures of how the tools that I use look like. And the electives I take, sometimes even if you don't take these electives in the future, they really still help you to like identify what you want to go into in the future. But it also gives you the knowledge you need in order to survive in the future, in this whole world. So even if you don't take business in the future, even if I don't take business in the future, I'll still keep hold to the knowledge that I have gained from my electives. So it's really helpful. So when the school year started, I realized something. I realized that actually I love all these subjects: business, architecture, and art. Like I already liked them before, but after like starting these classes, I started liking them even more, because the way they teach here is super hands-on, and it's not just like theory, it's practical. And not only in the electives and all that, but also in your core classes, it's the same way. You do things, you create, you solve problems, and it's really fun to feel yourself grow at something you enjoy a lot. Now here's the cool part: the college credits you earn now, they actually transfer to the college. So when you start university, you can skip those beginner level classes, or you can just finish your degree like faster, and it literally saves you time and money. Like imagine your friends still doing intro to business, and you're like already on the advanced topics. Yeah, that's what college credit classes do. They like help you skip classes. They help you like go faster in your degree, and you can earn your college degree faster. Even if you like don't end up going to the same college that offered you the credits, it kind of still helps. I promise it helps, because it looks amazing on your resume. Colleges and scholarships, they see that you handled like college credit, college level work in high school, and that's impressive like anywhere. Even if you want a scholarship, you want to get into Ivy League schools, all that's going to help you aside from your extracurriculars is AP, honors, core classes, and electives that give you college credit. We're going to talk a lot about the scholarships and graduation and how to get into Ivy League, so stay tuned. So I guess this was it for today's episode, but stay tuned and wait for the next episode. Subscribe to my channel to get the notifications because the next episode is going to be all about the basics and how the GPA works, how the grades works, and also I'm going to talk about the biggest topic everybody asked me to cover. It's Ivy League, how to get into Ivy League, how your classes can help you get into Ivy League, and all about it, and how you can get into Ivy League, because I know many people doubt that they even if they're good at something, they doubt if they are gonna get into something like Ivy League schools. But don't worry, we're gonna cover literally everything about it in the future episodes. Stay tuned. Next episode is gonna be super interesting. If you are from India and you wanna know how to get into Ivy League schools, first of all, Ivy League colleges are the colleges that are the top colleges in the world, and they are Harvard, Princeton, Cornell. All these colleges are Ivy League top colleges. So if you want to get into them and you want to know how to do that and how to prepare for it and all of those things, spoiler alert. This all is going to be covered in the upcoming episodes, especially in the next episode. So stay tuned, subscribe to my channel, like my videos. Especially, this is going to be for people who are from India. So if you want to know how to get into Ivy League schools, Ivy League colleges, please stay tuned. And so subscribe to my channel, like my videos, share them, and comment and tell me how you feel, how you think, what do you think about my episodes, and suggest anything you want to know so I can like cover that in my topics. Bye bye.